Hello and welcome back to Life at 11 with me, Teddyc. I am running around over here because I have had to do a bit of an expansion to my sheep farm because this just wasn't doing it for me. They're not regrowing their... Look, these guys have been like this for ages. They don't regrow their fleeces quick enough because of the grass not growing in quick enough. So I have made a little bit of an extra sheep farm down there, and you will notice these guys are all green. And you will also notice that I have a lot of green wool. I've been doing this for a while now, going AFK over here, and I built a cactus farm over the other side to get, once I got those sheep down into that other farm. I was dyeing them because I couldn't get the right color sheep to come down. So every time I run down here, pretty much every time I do a full shear, there's a few missing here, I get about a stack, which is not terrible actually. And I will show you why we have green wool in just a moment. Oh, what's going on? There we go. So yeah, welcome back. It's me, Teddyc. Life at 11 in the amplified world. I kind of ran out of torches when I was over here building this thing, and I didn't have any coal on me, so I've just gone and grabbed some coal. So I'm just gonna, there we go, I've got more than a stack. Yes, that's good news. I just make some torches so that we have some way of not dying and not spawning the bad guys. Okay, bonk. Put a few of these carpets out so I could see. I cut down all these trees. It was nice to have the forest here for a little while, but it's probably time to expand. So I'm probably, when I get to it, going to make this a much better sort of farm area. And I've anyway got the wheat farm up the top there, so it seems like a sensible thing to do. We will just run in here quickly and duck. You may not rest now. There are monsters nearby. Are there really? I hear a skeleton. Where is he? There he is, hanging out on the other side of my door. Go away, please. Thank you. Okay, and now may I rest? I may rest now. You may rest now. As you can see in the bottom left corner, just there, says something like replay mod, something started, recording started. And the reason for that is I've been experimenting a little bit because this next project is quite large. And no, this doesn't live in here, this doesn't live in here, this doesn't live in here, these do live in here. These can go into my miscellaneous crap bin. There we go. Pop. Okay, so I'm going to grab this, a bunch of this. That's quite a lot of green wool. We'll just do this so that we've got some left. And I'll show you what I've been working on. Hallelujah, hallelujah. It is the beginnings of the airship that I always wanted to put into that space up there. I pillared out on some dirt, and I just started building a random shape, and I've got it to a kind of sensible-ish shape. It's actually, this is the only way up that's reasonably quick at the moment. I was planning on building a minecart up, so I've explored over in the other side where there's a mountain to go up here, so I might do that at some point. I can eat while I'm doing this, right? Yes, I can. This is good news. So I've kind of designed this. It's a kind of a flat balloon shape. It's not going to be an exact roundel. And I've gone for the normal, my normal way of just build it and see what the hell happens. Now I came up here with a stack of green wool, and it lasted, no, 2 stacks of green wool, and it lasted no time at all. So that's why I spent the last very long amount of time shearing sheep, running back to get cactus dye, shearing more sheep, running back to get cactus dye. I've been splitting my time between those things. So here we go. It's obviously got a big, what do you call it? Dirt structure around it at the moment, so it doesn't look quite right, but hopefully it will. And I started to fill it in, but that literally went nowhere. I built out off the edge here and made some dark oak trees, and just for the fun of it, grabbed one bit of grass, stuck it in there so it would grow. Silk Touch X comes to the rescue again. You can see our beautiful gateway from down there. Actually, that's quite a nice view. Gateway, marketplace. I have fallen off this a few times, 2 or maybe 3 times, but each time I was damn lucky and landed in this river in one way or another. So far, touch wood, chest made of wood, right? Bench made of wood, touch wood, a whole lot of wood right here. I'm just going to quickly touch it. So far, touch wood, I have not actually died from the construction of this thing yet. Just fallen off and scared the crap out of myself. These 2 things demarcate where I can drop fairly safely and avoid the bridge and avoid everything else. I'm a little bit stupid because to get up there, you have to climb up here, you have to climb up here, but then each time I break this block and I climb a little bit further around. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. And I have to put the block back in again. No, not there. What am I doing? Ook. There we go. I had to put the block back in again. And here we are. We're up in here. The white stripe is for no real reason other than I had randomly some white on me. So look, it's this is going to be the back end of it, I think. So it's slightly sort of more blunt when I built it. That end is a bit more pointy, sharp, I suppose would be the real word. Sharp over there. And so now I'm going to try and fill it in to, 1, save myself from dying, I hope, completely, and 2, make sure it actually looks and is kind of the right thing. 100% how I'm going to do this, I am not sure. But the reason I've got this little mod thing on is I've discovered I can install this forge thing, and this whole game obviously is going to be vanilla, but for the purposes of entertainment and interest, I'm going to do my best to give you a time lapse of this. So I'm going to fill in, I brought all these stacks up with me, I'm going to try and fill in, did I do this already? No. Okay, so I brought, oh yeah, it's actually messing with my frame rate a little bit because I'm obviously recording at the same time as I'm recording, which is not a great plan. So I'm going to attempt to fill in as much as these stacks will allow me to fill in of this beautiful dirigible in this kind of manner, as you can see now, which will be a little bit boring if you watch me just doing it, although I could talk to you. But let's see if we can get some real progress made, and let me see if I can turn it into a time lapse. So one of 2 things is about to happen. The video will transition beautifully into a lovely time lapse of me putting green wool on the bottom of this thing, or the video will transition into me back in this first person mode going, God damn it, I wish that had worked. There's one other thing to understand. I did start building this just randomly and then thought I'll try maybe and see what it looked like if I do it in creative first. So I did not I haven't got much dirt on me, damn it. I did start building and it ended up a completely different shape anyway in creative. And then it became a dragon head just because of the way the wool had formed. So I made a lovely dragon head. And then I discovered something that... this will be okay, right? I discovered that if you want fire in your dragon's mouth, a great way to do that is to put netherrack there and set it on fire. But what is not a good thing to do is to have built your entire structure out of wool and wood. So it immediately caught fire. Luckily, I'd taken a screenshot, so I've got some idea of what it looked like, because the fire was immediately out of control and there was no way I was ever going to get it back again. So that was a bit of a shame because it had come out really cool. So I've got a screenshot and hopefully I can recreate it, because I kind of want to... I was thinking of a sculpture for like that bit of mountain there. And a dragon head would be kind of cool, I think. But not out of green wool if you're just going to set yourself on fire is the result. Anyway, this is me somehow signing off. And whatever comes up next in the video, let's all be proud of it and very happy. I will see you soon. So here we go. It looks like I managed to get the time lapse to work. I am using a mod called Replay by Crushed Pixel. I'll put the link in the description below. I'm just learning, so my keyframes for positions are a little bit wayward, and my ability to position everything properly is a little bit random, but it's all good. It's all good. It looks kind of cool. What I really like is that you can see the scenery in the background as well. It looks awesome, the whole sort of village down there and everything. So I ran around for a little while, stuck a bunch of these wool blocks in, realized that if I follow the shape of the bottom blocks and bring them in, I'm never going to meet up with the outside blocks. So this is the point where I discover I'm going to build from the outside and then just sort of wing it and figure it out as I go. The sun coming up there in the background, and then the rain. Beautiful rain. Did half of this in the rain. Knock out the support structure as we go along. It does pass through occasionally some of the world, but never mind, that's okay. And then this side, I came back over this side now. That looks like I flew out there, but I didn't. I put those blocks down first, but it's just the way the recording came out. And then I had to do lots of going backwards and forwards because I just kind of guessed on what is currently on the sort of top left of the screen, and then I had to try and match it on the right. So I ran backwards and forwards a whole bunch of times, which is how you do it if you haven't built it first in creative. Rain's gone away, lovely. Fill all these little holes in. Then I dig a hole out of the front, or the back, sorry, of the balloon to have a quick look and realize it's damn dark. So I go looking for some glowstone, which I just kill these guys, run out of arrows, stab him a couple of times, jump from where I know is a safe spot, splash. Run around, have a look in all the chests that I own, knowing that I've got a whole host of glowstone from the last time. Chest, nothing, oh dear God, where is it? Run over here, went into our first little house up on the left there, made some more glowstone out of the dust, trying to beat the dawn back up into the blimp, or whatever it is, so you can see, so you can have a look at it with the glowstone on the bottom of it. As I come around here, I check that chest, 29 of them are in there, but there you go. And pop one in, pop another one in, pop a third one in, and I think the bottom of the one half is done. Hooray! I think that time-lapse worked quite well. I really need to work on my... it's quite nice, actually, just to be standing back here. I've been editing that for a little while now, and it's quite mad watching myself run around madly. This beautiful music in the background and the serenity of looking down across this place is one of the reasons I play this thing. So all that madness of high-speed running is not ideal, but there you go. Just kind of wanted to see if it would work, and it works quite well without having to have a second player in the game to look at you or anything like that. Basically, it records whatever you did, and then you can fly around afterwards. Set keyframes, all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of good. It's really good, actually. I think it's pretty impressive. And if I was better at keyframes and stuff, then it would be better. And I will have another practice at another time. But I've managed to make 1/4 of this thing now. And actually, looking from below, this thing sticking out, although this is the back, so I'll change it slightly. And maybe I'll put the propeller here. But I would definitely have one of these sticking out the front in a kind of like the bow of a ship. I'm going to hang underneath this balloon a ship as well, an actual sort of seafaring looking ship. Maybe not. I've got another design that I'm working on for a book that I was writing, so maybe I can use that. Oh, I've just realized I've left my AC on, which is probably making a noise, so I'll just turn that off. There we go. See the trials I go through to make these videos, to turn my AC off and melt to death for half an hour at a time. So all I want to do now is just quickly run down and kind of have a look at it. Gosh, where is my speaking ability gone? Kind of have a look at it from below. So we'll just chuck out what we've got left over here. Some spare ones of them that we don't need anymore. That creeper in that video you just saw just there frightened me a bit, because here I ran out of arrows, and it's not that bad, I suppose, because it's all just dirt, but it would have been annoying if I'd blown that up. Maybe it would have at least given me a reason. See how frightening this is when you do this, and I'm coming down, splash. Thank God for magical water that stops you from dying completely. even when you must have reached terminal velocity. What the hell? Where did all these guys come from? It's not night, right? Is it night? It's the middle of the day. Kill the creeper first. Kill the creeper first. Kill the creeper first. Don't blow up! Oh, phew, he didn't blow up. Oi, oi, oi! What's going on here? Why are you not burning? It's the middle of the day. What's happened? Burn! 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 There's no, like, turn burning off setting, is there? If there was, I wouldn't know how to do it. Burn! Oh no, don't let this be a thing. Don't let them all suddenly just be around until they find me eventually. Oh, God. I can imagine myself working up there and then suddenly, finally, they all get up there and wander around. Oh, so the whole point of coming down here. Another one! I hear you. Where are you? Somewhere that side. I don't see you. I do suspect that there's a cave inside here somewhere, so he might be in that, if that is the case. Ooh, getting a bit of lag. I've got a whole bunch of things open right now because I was just doing all the editing and everything, so maybe, but that wouldn't stop zombies from burning, would it? Anyway, who knows? Who knows what the hell what the hell's going on there? But let's just jump up here and have a quick look up at the dirigible. All right, so the scale is pretty good, and I was worried I had it too close to this island, which would be, what was that? Oh, water. Would be damn annoying because shifting that all over by like 3 blocks or something would be a nightmare. And so underneath we're going to sling maybe a boat shape or some other kind of shape, but certainly something to sort of live in and be in. We might put something secret inside the dirigible itself. I like the word dirigible. And then we'll put rope bridges off from here and stuff. And I might put one right out there so you can get right across from there. But I'm quite liking it. I think the shape has come out. Where are you? You're like inside my tower? I hear you. There's no switch on the outside of this. I have to rectify that. Is there something weird going on with the lights here? I don't know. Yeah, there's definitely a... Oh, no, there he is. You're not dying because you've got a hat on, which makes sense. Do those other guys have hats on? I don't think they did. I don't think they did, and I think they still were alive. I still hear another guy. Gosh darn it, that's what I say. Well, the amount of time I spent up there, I should probably have a whole bunch of the old wool ready to be collected, because it's pretty wool intensive, this. You too. I've got 33 meat, but since you guys seem to be randomly on the outside of my pen, there's one right there, look. I'm gonna get some. There we go. So normally I also talk about what else is going on in my life, but right now not much is going on in my life. I just had a very nice weekend. We had a 3-day weekend, which is a little unusual, especially for the fiancée, because she works all the time. And we got a 3-day weekend because it was Gandhi's birthday on Friday. In case you haven't noticed this yet, India is well up on its festivals. There's a huge amount of festivals, and there's days off and dancing for every single one of them. And so we went out at the weekend. Went out on Friday, first of all. Oh, that's gone then. Come back. There we go. Went out on Friday, first of all. And we watched the brand new movie Martian, which is actually really good. I really enjoyed it. I thought they did a really good job, and Matt Damon was actually really good in it. So Matt Damon can perhaps be excused a little while, because I thought he did a really good job, and the movie itself was done very well. The very, very end is a little bit far-fetched, Hollywoody-esque, but you can forgive it that, since it is a Hollywood movie. So I really enjoyed that. And then we'd planned to go and have some lunch and then go to a second movie, but that movie was longer than we anticipated, and so we literally came out of the cinema, walked around the corner, back in the front door, and went back into the cinema again and watched Everest. Which is a cold movie. It's actually pretty good. Everyone in it plays their parts very well. It's quite sad as well, since it's based on a true story. So I don't know. I liked it, but I wasn't sure why I was watching it almost. they dramatized the whole thing well, and at the end where it shows you those people who died and those people who didn't die, sort of their real pictures and stuff, it's a little emotional because you realize it happened to real people. And I have a bit of an issue with people who climb like Everest just to say they did it, because it's just, I mean, I don't know, like the Martian thing, especially in comparison to the Martian thing. I can understand those guys. They went up to another planet to explore and further the human race, which is what Edmund Hillary did initially when he went up the old Everest. And now it's just become a bit touristy and commercially. Everyone go there, everyone get together, and let's see if we can get up this mountain or not. It's okay to say you did it, I suppose, but it's very commercialized, and something inside me says no about that. I don't know what. Well done, and not at all diminishing the success of those who have done it, because I'm never ever gonna do it. I'm not even interested. But good job, all of you people who did it. So yeah, and yesterday I went out to somewhere called Chor Bazaar, which means Thieves Bazaar here in Mumbai, which Thieves Market it means, sorry, which basically means there's a whole bunch of stolen stuff there, but it's also damn good for like old lamps and old furniture or reproduction furniture and stuff. So got some inspiration for when I finally get to build my own house, which has got to be a goal somewhere along the line. Oops, fallen off. Down in Goa, we're going to build the house. I'm just kind of running around now, chatting for no reason. And then yesterday we went out to see some of the family and Indian family, so they feed you as much as possible until you explode, which is not such a bad thing. And then me and the fiance came back, put on our comfy clothes, and basically died on the sofa from all the madness, and watched Parks and Recreation, which we've got into recently. I like to wait till things are like over or almost over, and then download whole chunks of them, because we like to watch like 3 or 4 episodes at a time. And I get really bored of waiting for a new episode to come out and forget what the hell happened last time. So we're in the middle of that now. So there we go. I was waiting for a bit of night to see what those glowstone look like. They don't look too bad. The shape is not so bad either. I can maybe come off it and work a little bit more. I like these. This I originally built as just part of the structure for working on it, but I kind of like those 2 wings sort of sticking out the side, so maybe I'll incorporate them, put them in sort of reverse wings and bring them into here maybe. And right now this looks like the front because the point is sticking out, but it has to be that direction because that's the way it would fly away, I think. So I think this has come out pretty good, and now I've fallen into here because I just want to double check my cactus farm and see if it's actually doing anything. It is! I have 2 from all of these things, which means that they're not growing quite right, I don't think, because they should all grow at the same time, but never mind. So there we go, a little bit of a random one, a little bit of an experiment today. Not sure if I showed you this last time, so let's just look at the interior here. Beautiful suits of armors on the wall, and finished off most of this main entranceway, but then I have to back off of this a little bit because my brain was going mental, so that's why I went up there and started on that thing. And so far still, I haven't died, touch wood, from being up there. So let's hope that continues, and I think it's about time to sign off. So I will see you in the next episode of Life at 11 with me, Teddy C. And hurrah! I have 10 subscribers. I love you. Thank you very much for subscribing. Please tell other people about this whole madness that I'm doing, and see if we can make it 11 by the next time. This is me signing off. Goodbye.